Encotico Sports welcomes you to our coverage of high school basketball, where the Fort Loramie Lady Redskins will take on the Minster Lady Wildcats. Today's games are brought to you by the following sponsors: First National Bank, Keyhole Pizza Precision Strip, Winners Meats, Grand Lake Health Systems, Fortress Family Flooring, and NK Telco. Hello, I'm Dave Kanapke. It's my pleasure to bring you this game. Should be a good matchup between two very good teams. Fort Loramie 6-1 on the season. Minster 4-2. Let's look first at Fort Loramie. They lost their first game of the season. Miami East by 3 points. Miami East usually quality opponents, but it's been a few years since they've knocked off Fort Loramie. But since then, Fort Loramie has rolled with 6 wins in a row. They beat Anna at home 19. Then they played Liberty Benton, a very good team at Liberty Benton, won by 17. Then they blew out Botkins by 48. Beat Houston by 27. Blew out Arcana by 52. That's a team that Minster only beat by 5. And then they last Thursday, Fort Loramie knocked off Jackson Center by 22. They've had some injuries on the season. Avery Brandewy, whose first team All-Shelby County Athletic League, was hurt. Had a high ankle sprain, missed a lot of the first 4 games. She's back in limited action. They're led by Victoria Mesher, their 6-foot junior, with 13 points a game. Skylar Albers with 8 points. Summer Hoying with 8.5. Jaden Rose and Avery Brandewy both with 6 points. Of course, Redskins coached by Coach Carla Siegel in her 25th year. 522 wins, only 124 losses. That's over 800 winning percentage. For the Minster Wildcats, they led off the season. They won easily at Walpock, beat Russia by 9 at Russia, then lost to always a good team, Audubon here at Minster by 11. Traveled to Arcanum, came from behind to beat Arcanum by 5. A couple Thursdays ago in their league opener, they won at Coldwater by 13. And they lost on their home floor on Thursday to Marion Local. A very balanced attack for Minster. They have 4 players within 6.5 to 8 points, led by Addie Inskeep with 8, Lydia Mesher with 7.5, Sadie Niemeyer with 6.8, and Anna Larger with 6.5. They have missed Lily Barhorse, first team All-MAC last year. She's coming off an injury right now. She's not able to play. Of course, the Wildcats are coached by Mike Wiss in his 8th year. Coach Wiss is 158-36. That's over an 800 winning percentage as well. So Coach Mike Wiss and Carla Siegel, 2 of the best coaches in this area for sure. And these 2 schools have had some great games, great battles through the years. A lot of times at regional, whoever won the game, whoever wanted to end up going to state or even winning state after that. So it's a great 2 of the best programs in the state of Ohio at the small school level for sure. Well, we're going to pause now. They'll do the national anthem here on NK Telco Sports.
When I graduated from Salina, I didn't know much about the job market here.
I knew I wanted to come back to the area.
I went to Hometown Opportunity where I was looking for a local job.
It really opened up my eyes to the employer market around here.
I was able to filter down my options, see what types of jobs were out there for me.
Linked me directly with those local companies.
And the last 6 months have been wonderful to feel that family environment again.
Nice rendition of the national anthem here. Fort Loramie and Minster girls getting ready for the starting lineups here on NK Telco Sports. Glad you're joining us here. The JV game tonight was won by Fort Loramie 42-33. That was a pair of undefeated JV games. So that was a good ball game. Fort Loramie now 8-0 on this season. So now we'll do the starting lineup. First for the Redskins, number 21, Victoria Mesher, the leading scorer, 6-foot junior, 13 points a game. Number 22, Skylar Albers, averaging 8 points a game. Number 30, 5'5" senior Jaden Rose, 6 points a game. Avery Brandewey, a 5'10 junior, 6 points a game. And in the middle at center, 5'11 senior, number 41, Summer Hoying, averages 8.5 points a game. Head coach Carla Siegel, assisted by Jason Shadow and Phil Barhorst, and also the JV coach Jessica Berger. And now, the Lady Wildcats, as they set the music here to set the mood. Wildcats will start. 2 juniors, 3 seniors. Number 11, Addie Inskeep, leading scorer at 8 points a game. 5'10 senior, number 12, Lydia Mesher, 7.5 points a game. Point guard, number 15, a 5'5 junior, Sadie Niemeyer, just under 7 points a game. And their defensive specialist, a 5'7 senior, number 22, Anna Larger, 6.5 a game. And rounding out the lineup, number 24, a 5'10 senior, Kayla Lamb, averaging 2.3 points a game. So those are your starting lineups. Let's talk about our keys to the game, brought to you by Keyhole Pizza in Newport. First for Fort Loramie, Coach Siegel wants to handle the defensive pressure. That Minster's going to give them at half court and at full court. Need to own the boards at both ends and knock down shots. That's what the Redskins want to do. Handle the defensive pressure, own the boards, and knock down shots. For Minster, Coach Witt said, need to handle the pressure. And on top of that, the Wildcats need to play strong physically and mentally. I mean, mentally means that when things aren't going good, you have to be mentally tough and keep battling through. So, should be a good goal game. 6-1 Fort Loramie, 4-2 Minster. Glad you're on board to watch on NK Telco Sports. Hoying and Lamb, tip is controlled by the Redskins. Rose gives it up to Albers. There is a 3 ball by Brandewey. Brandewey with a nice assist there by Holscher. Brandewey draws first blood. Lamb draws the basket. Might have traveled. Passes underneath. We'll have a scramble for a jump ball. It will stay on the Minster side. It's Minster again. It's Inskeep, Mesher, Lamb, Larger, and Niemeyer. Niemeyer, the point guard. Mesher and Inskeep play well together underneath. Like to look high and low on them. Coach Wish shouting out the play here off this set. They lob it underneath to Addie Inskeep. Rolls it in. Nice shot by Addie Inskeep. As they draw even there. Jaden Rose give it into the corner. Summer Hoying kicks it out. 15-footer rolls in there by Skylar Albers. So 2 possessions, 2 baskets for Fort Loramie. Minster trying to do the same. Lamb has to give it up. Inskeep trying to get it, but that'll be a jump ball. This time will result in a turnover for Fort Loramie. Again for Fort Loramie, Skylar Albers, Jaden Rose, the main guards, Victoria Mesher, Avery Brandewey, and Summer Hoying are your post players in a 1-3-1. This is the predominant zone that Minster plays. And there's a steal. Larger tipped it. Lamb comes up with the steal. Summer Hoying draws the foul. It's a good change of defense. That's Minster's favorite zone the last several years, to go that 1-3-1, and they usually have the personnel to do it. And a Larger takes it across the timeline, guarded by Albers. Very good defense played year in, year out by both of these programs. Never an easy shot, or very few easy shots. And there's another turnover. Pass. Hoying passes it head to Rose. That's tipped away by Larger. It will stay with Fort Loramie. Anna Larger, number 22, a great defender in a zone, man-to-man, just does long arms, does a great job defense for Minster. Brandaway being double teamed. Holscher with the basketball. We're going to have a reach-in foul there on Lamb. First foul on Lamb. See what Minster does. They will stay in that zone off the inbound. Rose gives it back to Brandaway. Pass underneath, tipped away. The defense underneath, they try to get it down to Victoria Mesher. Victoria Mesher, the leading scorer at 13. Summer Hoying with 8.5. Skylar Alberts at 8. And then Rose, Brandaway both is 6 apiece. So pretty balanced attack for Coach Siegel. Team that's had a lot of people back from last year. Only graduated 3 seniors, albeit Player of the Year, Athletic Shelby County Athletic League. Ava Turner, 4 shots by Fort Loramie. They'll try again with Hoying, and finally Inskeep. So a lot of opportunities goes by the board for Fort Loramie. Larger, pass it around. Niemeyer open for the 3. Good ball movement by the Wildcats as they take the lead 5-4. Pass all the way ahead to Mesher. Almost fell out of bounds. Brandaway couldn't pull the trigger. Rose, they find Mesher. Very intense defense, quick defense being played by the Wildcats. And there's off the foot of Rose. Lamb will give it ahead to Mesher. Up to Larger. Drives up, draws a foul. Good defense. Kayla Lamb came up with a steal. Eventually got to Anna Larger. Larger will draw the foul. Foul's on Skylar Albers, her first. Coach Wiss quickly is going to come up with 2 substitutes. Anna Larger rattles home the first. Number 5, Ava Stammen. Number 4, Annie Hemmelgarn. In for Coach Wiss. Minster with a 6-4 lead as Anna Larger trying to add on to that lead. Minster will stay in that zone. Stammen will now play the point of that 1-3-1. Underneath will be Hemmelgarn. Play underneath, you got to be very quick, and Hemmelgarn definitely is. That is tipped away by Inskeep, but not able to save it. Coach Siegel will call a timeout. Does not like how our offense is doing. It'll be a 30-second timeout. This timeout is always brought to you by Precision Strip. Our keys to the game brought to you by Keyhole Pizza. Our player of the game will be sponsored by NK Toko. Our mid and post game stats sponsored by Grand Lake Health Systems. Our live view sponsor here at Minster's Borchers Family Floor Center. And on our First National Bank scoreboard, Minster with a 7-4 lead. As Coach Siegel calls a timeout. All the timeouts this season brought to you by Precision Strip here in Minster, Ohio. Minster's defense at 1-3-1 is kind of throwing off the Fort Loramie offense. So we'll see what Coach Siegel, I'm sure she has some adjustments to do it. We'll see if Minster switches off to something else, which you often see, and there is a foul on Larger. Probably not the type of foul you want to see that far in the backcourt. Moving to Rose. Rose will lose her footing. Good double team. And they let her just fall. Good defense there by Minster. The 3rd turnover on Fort Loramie. In the game, number 12, Carissa Meyer into the game. 7-4 Minster. So played very well so far, inbounding it to Larger. Stammen to Mesher. So working around on the wing. Larger gives it up to Hemmelgarn. Hemmelgarn just a sophomore. Inskeep. Work around to Mesher. Minster really struggled to get their offense going against Marion. Eventually came back in the second half, but it's really slow in the first half. Stallman's shot is blocked. Mesher had it hassled, and there's Stallman with a bump. Always is a good sign of sportsmanship, help her opponent up to her feet. First foul on Stallman, third on Minster. Alex Rose in the game, number 23, also 22, Skylar Albers. Kayla Lamb and Sadie Niemeyer back in the game. Again in that 1-3-1. Try to enter it underneath there. Shot by Summer Hoying. Foul on Addie Inskeep. Summer Hoying had a great volleyball season, had a good basketball season. 5'11" senior. Hits the first free throw. Summer averaging right at 8.5 on the season. Second toss for one of 7 seniors. Rattles out. Hemmelgarn setting up the offense. Hands it off to Stallman. Tipped around. Lamb eventually comes up with it. Gives it up to Niemeyer. To Inskeep, will be fouled. Army picking up the defense a little bit. Overplaying it a bit. Draws the foul. Alex Rose her first for the 5'9" senior. Number 23. Hemmelgarn basketball. Hemmelgarn to Niemeyer. That is tipped out of bounds. Rose wanted that to be off of Niemeyer, but the referee did not agree. Lydia Mesher back in the game, replacing Inskeep. Coach Dwiss getting several of the players in and out. He's going to need fresh troops as game goes on. Branderwee 40, Mesher 21 into the game. Coach Siegel doing the same here. Stallman will inbound it to Niemeyer. And there's a steal by Branderwee. Mesher up ahead. Albers trying to save it, able to do that. Albers was wide open, did not look for the pass as it goes past her as Branderwee was looking for her and miscommunication there. Gives the ball to Minster. 7-5 lead coming up on 3 minutes to go in the first quarter. Dave Kanapke flying solo today. We got Austin Ambergy, our producer, in the NK Telco Sports studio. Lob it down to Stallman. Oh, tough pass. Stallman able to get it back. Almost travels, goes out of bounds. It will be Minster ball. Ariel Heitkamp into the game. Jaden Rose in for Fort Loramie. Probably Fort Loramie's bench a little deeper than Minster's, as Minster will stay in the 1-3-1. They go into the corner. Rose now. Jaden Rose. Mesher. There's Heitkamp on the wing. See if you... There is a double team there. Heitkamp in some trouble. They will call a foul. Referee Kim Egbert with the foul called against Sadie Niemeyer, her first foul, number 15, team fifth. So that'll be 2 shots here. Fifth in the quarter, the new foul shooting rules. 2 foul shots here for Ariel Heitkamp. Heitkamp, a 5'7" junior, good defense. Averaging 2 points on the season. Hits the first one as Summer Hoying checks back in the lineup. Second toss here for Heitkamp. Ball is tipped. Hoying comes up with it, not able to finish. Rebound by Hemmelgarn. So Heitkamp hits 1 of 2. Lamb gives it up to Mesher. Mesher, bad pass. Inskeep battling, trying to avoid the timeout. It will stay with Minster. We have Inskeep, Hemmelgarn, Niemeyer, Lamb, and Mesher, the 5 Wildcats in the game. Wildcats in the white, trimmed with black and orange. Fort Loramie in the black, trim with red. Pass underneath. Mesher comes up with a steal. Pass ahead. Heitkamp with the 3. Good box out put up there by Brandewee. They'll kick it out to Rose. There'll be a foul. So Fort Loramie giving some second and third chances on the offensive end. So Jaden Rose will shoot 2. Rattles home the first one. Alex Rose in the game, number 23. Aubriana Whipker into the game, number 20. So Anna Larger as well. Rose hits both. Lead to Fort Loramie now. Larger dribbling through some traffic. Lamb down to Whipker, in some trouble, and a jump ball. Good defense results in the 6th turnover against Minster. 6 on Minster, 2 on Fort Loramie. Minster stays in that 1-3-1 press. Brandewee thought about it. Gives it up to Rose. Heitkamp a long 2. Ariel Heitkamp had her foot on the 3-point line. 10-7 lead. There'll be a bump there. Foul on Jaden Rose, her first. Lamb ultimately throws to Whipker. She catches it and then goes into the backcourt. That was caused by the Fort Loramie defense. Is not able to get it to anybody but Whipker there right at the timeline. Heitkamp, who's given the spark for Fort Loramie with 3 points off the bench. Gives it up to Brandewee. Hoying trying to post up underneath on Mesher. Rose, Hoying, quickly moving it around, up and under. Brandewee, they wanted a double dribble, goes in. Referees are probably thinking that it was tipped away. Mr. Bench and the fans thought it was a double dribble. That will go off of Minster, and right now Fort Loramie's defense causing a lot of trouble for Minster. Skylar Albers back in the game, number 22. Actually, I had that wrong. It'll stay Minster ball. Mesher with a shot. Needed that. Wildcats needed that one. Cuts the lead to 3. Pass ahead to Mesher. Nice drive. There's Carissa Meyer with a big offensive rebound. A lot of offensive rebounds by Fort Loramie. Senior Carissa Meyer will step to the line to shoot 2. Meyer had injury earlier this season. Caused her to miss, I think, a couple games. She's averaging just under 5 points a game. Misses the first free throw. Fort Loramie just 4 of 7 here. Niemeyer checks back in the lineup. Second toss here by Carissa Meyer. Lead at 4. Webker to Inskeep. Up ahead to Niemeyer. Mesher, and there's bad pass, and that will end the quarter. On the First National Bank scoreboard at the quarter break, Fort Loramie leads 13-9 over Minster. We'll be back with the second quarter when we return on NK Telco Sports.
CarriageWorks has expanded and now can hold up to 25 cars in our service bay. CarriageWorks thrives on customer satisfaction. We accomplish that by providing top-of-the-line technology. CarriageWorks now uses a laser beam system to measure down to the millimeter of factory specs to better service you and get you back on the road. CarriageWorks has a brand new top-of-the-line paint booth that uses waterborne paint. There's no job too big or too small for CarriageWorks. We are certified collision specialists. Come in and see us today.
Come back to the second quarter, high-quality first quarter of basketball led by Fort Loramie by 4, 13-9. We've had 6 different players score, led by Avery Brandewy with 4. Minster with 4 different players to score, with Sadie Niemeyer with a tray. Fort Loramie's got to the free throw line 8 times, or 5 of 8. Minster just 2 of 2. Other stat, Fort Loramie, I don't have the exact number, but getting a lot of extra looks, offensive rebounds. Hemmelgarn with a tray. It's off the mark. Fort Loramie with the ball. Avery Brandewy. We will have a foul. And a larger second foul. See what Coach Wiss will do here with her. And 2 fouls. Minster drops back to a man-to-man after playing almost all 1-3-1. Summer Hoying, nice soft touch. Stretches the lead to 6. Got Hemmelgarn, Inskeep, Niemeyer, Larger, and Mesher. 5 Wildcats on the floor. Niemeyer double team. Coach Wiss will call a timeout. Be a full timeout sponsored by Precision Strip. We'll be back with girls high school basketball on NK Telco Sports. Coming out of this Precision Strip timeout, Minster finds themselves down by 6 on our First National Bank scoreboard. It's 13-9 after the first quarter. They had a basket by Summer Hoying. Niemeyer got double team. Coach Wiss calls a timeout. Larger playing with 2 fouls right now. Niemeyer into some trouble again, trying to get it to a teammate. And that Fort Loramie pressure, great double teams causing the turnover. 9 on now on Minster. So we have Rose, we have Albers, Brandewy, Carissa Meyer, and Summer Hoying. Hoying now with the basketball. Those are your 5 players for Coach Carla Siegel. 25th year, over 520 wins. Both these coaches with over an 800 winning percentage. Coach Wiss with 2 state championships. Coach Siegel with 3 state championships. Backdoor pass underneath there to Summer Hoying, knocked away. Tori Mesher into the game. She's their leading scorer at 13 a game. She has not scored yet. Callie Schmeezing into the game. She led the Wildcats on the JV end with 11 points. She can play 2 quarters on varsity here. Play 6 quarters nowadays on a given day. Nice box out there by Annie Hemmelgarn. Mesher, nice entry pass. Inskeep puts it in. Mesher to Inskeep. Those two pass for each other quite well. Cuts the lead to 4. Get the feeling Minster can't afford to get behind much on this Fort Loramie team. We'll have a foul. Second foul on Addie Inskeep. So Inskeep and Large are both playing with 2 fouls. In some trouble. Meyer will pull up. Shot, and there is a foul, and that'll be a foul. Oh, no, they'll say jump ball. Good defense there by Lydia Mesher. Alex Rose back in the game. Number 23. Ava Stallman in the game, replacing Addie Inskeep. There's going to be some full court pressure now. Looks like man-to-man defense on Minster. Up ahead to Schmeezing. Hemmelgarn. Schmeezing's open and knocks it in. Callie Schmeezing. Freshman with a nice move. Big basket. Shot off the mark there by Albers. Schmeezing leads the break. Stallman rolls off. That would have tied it. The crowd was wanting that one. Mesher, she hasn't gotten going yet. I imagine it's just a matter of time before Mesher is able to get some looks. Hoying up to Mesher. Reverse layup is fouled. Let's see who the call is. Sadie Niemeyer, her second foul. So 3 Wildcats with 2 fouls now. And Inskeep, Niemeyer, and Larger out of the game right now. Kayla Lamb coming back in. Mesher misses the first free throw. Kayla Lamb back in. Avery Brandewy, number 40. Number 11, Ariel Highcamp in for the Redskins. They lead by 2. 5:30 to go before halftime. Mesher rattles it in. Her first point. Hemmelgarn. Drive to the basket is just Schmeezing and is fouled. Callie Schmeezing had a nice JV game with 11. Had a basket before, trying to hit a couple foul shots here. On the second foul on Alex Rose. I think it's the first Redskin with 2 fouls. Callie, a 5'4" freshman. That one is short. Second one for the freshman, averaging 2.3 on the season. In limited time on the JV level. Callie with 3 points. Wildcats within 2. Pass underneath. Shot up. And missed by Brandewy. And we will have a foul on the rebound against Fort Loramie. Miley Shadow in the game. They just said that went out of bounds. So now it looks like Fort Loramie will pick up at half court. Niemeyer will give it up to Lamb. Goes off her hand. Hemmelgarn able to keep it alive. Good hustle by Stallman. But results in a turnover on the alternate possession. Just enough tips for Fort Loramie to cause problems. Mesher takes it across the timeline. Give it to Highcamp. Coach West really coaching up the defense here. Almost a steal there by Helmegarn. Shot up there by Shadow. Pass ahead. Stallman tries to save it. Good heads-up move. She throws it off of Mesher. So nice play by Stallman. So it stays on the Minster side. 4:22 to go before halftime. That went off of that ball. It was tipped, but it hit the floor before it hit off Stallman. So it'll stay Minster's ball. Annie Helmegarn with the basketball. Minster trying to tie the game or go ahead with a 3. Step back 3 is blocked, but Stallman is there, able to Helmegarn. Niemeyer thought about it, into the corner. Schmiesing almost travel, able to get the ball down on the dribble. Lamb picks up her dribble to Niemeyer. Niemeyer through the lane, left-handed shot. Knocked to the floor, no call. Mesher up ahead to Summer. Hoying not able to try to finish it. Pass ahead to Niemeyer. Thought about it, puts up a shot, too strong. Rebound is Brandewie. A lot of action, not a lot of scoring, but a lot of effort being exerted by both teams. Fort Loramie has only scored 2 this quarter as they lose it out of bounds there. Their 4th turnover. Fort Loramie's only scored 2 this quarter. Minster has scored 5. You often see that in a game, that when it's so intense in the first quarter, the second quarter, you don't get as much scoring because I think both teams are just kind of wearing themselves out. Coach Wist, I think, senses that. We'll call a timeout. 3:19 to go before the halftime break. NK Telco Sports and its sponsors are pleased to bring you replays of tonight's high school varsity basketball action on NK Telco Cable or on the NKT.TV app. Replay times on channel 152 and 158 are both at December 18th at 6 p.m. Also, the replay times on channel 3 and 503 is December 30th at 10 a.m. And also January 1st, New Year's Day at 2 p.m. You can also watch more games on demand via pay-per-view through nktelco.com/sports. More games on demand through YouTube, Facebook, and at nktelco.com/sports. Glad you're aboard here on this Saturday afternoon. Good ball game. Evenly played. Fort Loramie's led most of the time. Right now they lead by 2 coming out of the precision strip timeout called by Minster. A little bit of pressure. Schmiesing to the bucket to Inskeep. Working around Larger on the wing. Larger trying to find an opening. There's not many openings in this Fort Loramie defense. Schmiesing ends up with a basketball. Now Lamb, under 3 minutes to go. They go to Inskeep. 4 players on her. Larger shot. Nice rebound by Lamb. Kayla Lamb skies for the rebound. Ties it up at 16. We'll have a dribble on the end line. Another turnover from Fort Loramie and a chance for Minster to take the lead. Carissa Meyer into the game. So for the Wildcats, we have Mesher, Schmiesing, Larger, Lamb, and Inskeep. Schmiesing's been a spark for the Wildcats with 3 points off the bench this quarter. Inskeep finds Larger, hits it. Anna Larger knocks down the jumper. The Wildcats up by 2. Brandewie open for the 3. That is short. Ball is saved by Fort Loramie. Schmiesing comes up with the ball. Pass ahead to Inskeep. Schmiesing thought about it. Mesher wants the 3 and hits it. Lydia Mesher gives the Wildcats a 5-point lead. Coach Siegel will call a timeout. The fans are up. Wildcats on a run. We'll step aside. You're watching high school basketball on NK Telco Sports.
At First National Bank, we are working hard to make your life a little easier. With products like Card Valet, an app allowing you to control your cards with real-time notifications, transaction restrictions, and spending limits. The ability to access your money through 55,000 all-point ATMs across the country, surcharge-free. Live customer support when you need it, and online and mobile banking, allowing you to gain access to your financial information wherever and whenever you like. First National Bank, making your life a little easier.
Coming out of this precision strip timeout called by Fort Loramie. They find themselves down by 5 here in the second quarter. Minster's defense has picked up. They've only allowed 3 points for Fort Loramie. And the offense has come alive for Minster. Minster definitely playing with a lot more energy and intensity than they did Thursday against Marion when they lost by 12. On the wing, it's Albers. Fort Loramie get the feeling they need a bucket here, trying to reset it. I'm sure they had certain things Coach Siegel talked about. Mesher trying to go open under. Will go out of bounds off of Fort Loramie. It'll be Minster ball. Minster has 3 different players with 2 fouls. 2 of them are on the floor right now, and Inskeep and Niemeyer. Niemeyer will leave in favor of Hemmelgarn. So it's the pressure here by Fort Loramie. Smeezing, the freshman, handling the ball right now. Mesher, Smeezing, 3, rolls in. Callie Smeezing with the tray, an 8-point lead. Pass ahead to Victoria Mesher. Callie Smeezing with 6 points off the bench here in the second quarter. First foul there on Annie Hemmelgarn. Oh, no, that's the 3rd foul on Addie Inskeep. That's a big foul. She was able to play with 2 in a long time. Big part of the reason Mesher has not scored much, only 2 points, is she leaves with 3 fouls. Ava Stammen into the game. In and out. Rebound to Minster. Smeezing, that's stolen away. Mesher on the wing. It's a 3. Big 3 there by Skylar Albers. That's the lead to 4. These are important points here. Minster is up by 8. Smeezing thought about it. Fakes, puts up a shot. Callie Smeezing with 8 this quarter. Pass ahead, Mesher. Nobody saw her and 1. Nice pass as Mesher runs the floor well. Second time she was able to get down. This time her shot rolled in. She's got a chance at the 3-point play. It was an 8-point lead, 24-16. Now it's just a 3-point lead. Remember these points here. 8-point lead, and Fort Loramie has responded ever since the timeout by Coach Siegel. See if the Wildcats go for 1. Lamb gives it up to Stammen. Underneath, Mesher to Stammen, loses it, down to 4 seconds. See if Loramie can get a shot off. Albers, and we go to the halftime break. Good half of basketball between 2 good squads here. Minster Wildcats lead 26-23 on our First National Bank scoreboard. Cherokee break will come back with the mid-game stats by Grand Lake Health Systems here on NK Toko Sports.
Hi, I'm Mallory. My grandpa's been making the world's worst pizza for 30 years. That doesn't look like the world's worst pizza. Grandpa, I know why they call you Chunky Bob. It's because you use chunky ingredients on your pizza.
Of course, it's not because I'm fat.
Grandpa, this is the world's best pizza. Keyhole Pizza, come check Grandpa out.
Dine in or carry out.
Kogi Plumbing and Heating is your Bryant Factory authorized dealer. We have brought the best of comfort, control, and plumbing services to the St. Mary's area for over 60 years. We have been Reader's Choice winners for the last 4 years running and excel at providing our customers with efficient and reliable heating and air conditioning, as well as responsive service when a plumbing emergency arises. We insist that the products we install in our customers' homes and businesses offer the same performance and value that we expect ourselves. Call today for your next plumbing and heating or air conditioning needs. Bryant, whatever it takes.
Welcome back. We're at halftime here on our First National Bank scoreboard. Minster 26, Fort Loramie 23. Now with our mid-game stats brought to you by Grand Lake Health Systems. First for the Minster Wildcats, Callie Schmeezing came off the bench, leads the Wildcats with 8 points, all in the second quarter. Lydia Mesher with 5, Addie Inskeep with 4, Anna Larger with 2, Sadie Niemeyer with 3, Kayla Lamb with 2. Wildcats in a little bit of trouble. Addie Inskeep with 3 fouls. Annie Emelgarn, Sadie Niemeyer, and Anna Large are all with 2 fouls apiece. For Fort Loramie, they have 7 different players scored, led by Victoria Mesher and Skylar Albers with 5. Mesher scored 4 of her points late in the first half. Avery Brandaway with 4. Summer Hoying with 3. Ariel Highcamp with 3. Carissa Meyer with the free throw. Jaden Rose with the deuce. Fort Loramie's gotten to the free throw line a lot more. 8 of 13 from the free throw line. Minster 3 of 4. 11 turnovers on Minster. Only 5 against Fort Loramie. But could have been worse. Minster had a 8-point lead. 24-16 with about a minute and a half to go. Victoria Mesher got a layup. Or 3-point play. She also got fouled on another one back-to-back. They cut it within 3. Otherwise, it could be a lot different story now. 8-point lead compared to a 3-point lead. So Minster start out. Looks like the same starters. Oh, a little bit different starters. As Inskeep will not start the second half. She's got 3 fouls. So you have Mesher, Larger, Niemeyer. And then you have Ava Stallman playing for Inskeep and Kayla Lamb. Check Fort Loramie when they get the basketball. So Stallman, junior, in the ball game, gives it up to Mesher. On the wing, it's Stallman. Stallman trying to drive, in some trouble. And that's stolen away. Pass ahead to Fort Loramie. Fort Loramie has Brandaway. There's Alex. Jaden Rose. Check that. Skylar Albers with a nice basket. So they got Summer Hoying. Victoria Mesher does. Pass goes to Mesher. Intensity up for Fort Loramie. See Skylar Albers. They go down low to Summer Hoying. There's Victoria Mesher. Rolls it in for the Loramie lead. Loramie with a big 4-0 run here. Drive to the basket by Larger and 1. Nice move there by Anna Larger. She gives Wildcats a lead back. Foul on Mesher, her first. Ariel Highcamp will come into the game. Three-point play there by Larger. Larger with 7. Minster drops back to the 1-3-1. They played a lot in the first quarter, not as much in the second quarter. Mesher, double team. Into the corner, it's Highcamp, long 2. Rebound is Niemeyer. Niemeyer picks up the foul on Rose. Coach Siegel not real happy with the call there. Refs calling it pretty tight. Niemeyer bringing the basketball up. Lamb on the wing. Lamb trying to drive. Now Stallman back to Lamb. three ball way off. Niemeyer swatted away there by Brandewie. Stammen with the rebound. To Mesher. 29-27 Minster. They led by 3 at halftime. Loramie led by 4 after the first quarter. Fort Loramie 6-1. They lost their first game to Miami East, won 6 since. Mesher's open 15-footer, and Lydia hits it. Mesher now with 7. Pass ahead is Mesher. Hoying 15-footer. Swatted out of bounds off of Minster. Looked like Brandewie might have hit it, as a lot of the Minster fans saw it that way. Alex Rose in the game. They have Highcamp, Rose, Mesher, Brandewie, and Carissa Meyer checking in the lineup. Alex Rose will inbound it. Double dribble by Brandewie. Dribbled once, then just had to fake her shot. She just didn't think about it, and she dribbled the second time. 4-point lead for Minster. Minster really had a disappointing showing against Marion, lost by 12. But they've responded big time. Mesher's off-balance shot rolls in. Mesher with 9, a 6-point lead for Minster. Shot by Highcamp. They kick it out. 3-ball, Rose. Jaden Rose. A big answer. 33-30. Stammen, these two heavyweights throwing punches. Larger to the basket, loses it. Lamb underneath too far. Passing on the wing. It's Meyer to Highcamp. That is tipped out of bounds. Will stay with Fort Loramie. Addie Inskeep will come in the game playing with 3 fouls. Summer Hoying into the game, as well as Skylar Albers, Annie Hemmelgarn as well. Being inbounded by Fort Loramie. Had some trouble getting it in. It'll be a 5-second call. Good defense on the out-of-bounds play by Minster. The 7th turnover on Fort Loramie. Minster with the ball and a 3-point lead. Lamb gives it up to Hemmelgarn. Larger. Lamb gives it to Hemmelgarn, and there's a steal. To the basket and in. Skylar Albers. Big bucket, Skylar Albers. I like her determination. Cuts the lead to 1. Pass ahead, tipped around. Minster lucky to get that. Mesher and 1. That ball bounced around, was tipped. To be honest, Minster was fortunate to get that ball. And it ended up in Mesher's hand, and Lydia, the senior, makes it. Chance for the 3-point play. Aubriana Webker into the game. Victoria Mesher. And Rose in the game. A lot of substitutions. It's a marathon, not a sprint. Mesher with 7 points here in the third quarter. Albers tries to drive. Hoying underneath Mesher. Loramie finds themselves down by 4. Drive to the basket by Albers. And Skylar will go to the line to shoot 2. Gotta like the aggressive play by Skylar Albers. That's the... I think that could be the 4th foul on Inskeep. It's flat out. It's a 4th foul on Inskeep. She would be replaced by Lamb, Niemeyer as well. So that's a big fourth foul. Albers, it's 1 of 2. Wildcats with the ball and a 3-point lead. Ooh, there was a double dribble or a palm. That was a good call. She switched her hands there. So Fort Loramie ball with a 3-point deficit. Skylar Albers has been the aggressor. Oh, there's almost a stolen ball. Hoying. There's Rose. Has to pick up her dribble to measure. Lamb a little bit too aggressive. Second foul on Lamb. There's a whole bunch of Wildcats with 2 fouls. Addie Inskeep on the bench with 4. Mesher will inbound it to Ariel Highcamp. Rose, 3. Big 3. Jaden Rose with 2 big 3s here in the third quarter. We are tied at 36. 36-36. Niemeyer tries to go back door, a miss communication, and stolen right back to Larger and in. Liddy Mesher with the steal, Larger with the basket. Turnover for turnover, and Minster gets the better of that. They take a 2-point lead. Pass underneath. Will stay on the Fort Loramie side. Great basketball game here Saturday afternoon. Glad you're bored on NK Telco Sports. Being inbounded by Fort Loramie. Brandewie up and under. Too strong. Mesher with the rebound. Pass ahead to Niemeyer. Niemeyer crossover move. Falls down. They'll call a foul. Foul on Ariel Highcamp, her first. 4th for Fort Loramie. See if they get to the 5th one. If they do, then Minster be shooting foul shots with 2:09 to go here in the third quarter. Minster up by 2. Nice entry pass to Mesher. It rolls off. We'll have a jump ball on the rebound. It'll be to Fort Loramie. 38-36. And that's a steal by Minster. And that's stolen right back. Fort Loramie tie with the 2, go ahead with the 3. Brandewie, Highcamp. Coach Siegel trying to call the offense here. And there's almost a steal by Minster. Hemmergarn helps Albers up. Tori Mesher will come back in the ball game. Alex Rose. Try to go to Mesher on the quick pass. Heads up play by Highcamp to get it. And there's Hemmergarn with the steal and in. Annie Hemmergarn gives the Wildcats a 4-point lead. And there'll be a reach-in foul on Lamb. That's Kayla's 3rd foul. So Lamb now with, I have her for 3. We'll double check that as we go along here. Rose will turn around. It misses the 3. She's hit 2 this quarter. Albers banks it home. Skylar Albers with some big points here in this quarter. She's had 7 this quarter, 12 to lead the Redskins. 1 minute to go for the quarter break. Minster leads by 2. Larger gives it up to Niemeyer. It will be out of a foul, and this will be a shooting foul. Skylar Albers, second foul, but more importantly, the 5th foul. So Anna Larger will be shooting 2. Free throw by Larger. Anna Larger's up to 10 points. She's had 6 this quarter. She's had 6. Mesher's had 7. Hemmelgarn, the other point. Larger now with 11. Minster with a 4-point lead. 50 seconds to go, third quarter. Albers driving to the hole. Albers has been a machine. She is keeping the Redskins in this game. Skylar Albers with 7 here in this quarter. Coming in the game is Miley Shadow. Albers long on that free throw. Albers averaging just over 8 points a game, 12 already today. Second free throw by Albers. Now with 13, lead down to 3. Niemeyer coming up on 35 seconds in the third quarter. Stallman, Larger, and Mesher have been big in this quarter. Niemeyer will pull up. Too high. Rebound Fort Loramie. Highcamp pushes it ahead. Shadow to Highcamp. Highcamp being harassed by Niemeyer. Down to 10 seconds off the screen. Highcamp, a big shot. Ariel Highcamp puts it within 1. Down to 3 seconds. I don't think Niemeyer knows it. And that will go to the quarter. Great basketball here this Saturday afternoon. We go to the fourth quarter. Minster 42, Fort Loramie 41 here on NK Toko Sports.
Are you looking for a rewarding career? Lincoln Electric Automation in Coldwater and Fort Loramie supplies top-of-the-line automation systems to manufacturers. Lincoln Electric Automation routinely develops its team through hiring and by offering advanced technical training. We understand that every employee matters, and every role contributes to the success of our business. We offer advancement opportunities, competitive wages, and benefit packages. Visit LincolnElectric.com and get on track to a better career and a better future.
We go to the fourth quarter, and we got a good one. Minster leads Fort Loramie 42-41. It's been back and forth the whole time. Punch and counter punch. Skylar Albert stepped up big in the third quarter. She had 8 points. She leads the Redskins with 13. Jaden Rose with 8. She had 2 big threes for Minster. Lydia Mesher had 7 points in the quarter. She has 11. Anna Larger had 7 in that quarter. She has 11. Mesher with 12. So we go to the fourth quarter in this back and forth game. Mesher with the basketball. Hemmelgarn. Callie Schmeisen, who had 8 points in the second quarter, is back in for this fourth. Stallman gives it up. Larger can't hit the three. Hustle for the rebound, and we will have a foul. Good job by Annie Hemmelgarn. She's one of the shortest players out there. Skied for the rebound. Victoria Mesher, her second foul. Another story, Addie Eadskeep's on the bench with 4 fouls. Also, Kayla Lamb has 3. Nobody else has 3 for Fort Loramie or Minster. Minster the ball with a 1-point lead. Mesher gives it up to Stammen. Minster's really having to work on this possession off this great Loramie defense. Hamagarn, long two. Rebounds, Ariel Heitkamp. Heitkamp's had some quality minutes here in the second half. Driving off the screen, triple teamed. Able to get it to Brandewee. Rose was open for the three. Good job by Mesher to go out on her. Hoying is wide open for a little bit. Nobody saw her. Mesher down to Hoying. There'll be a reach-in foul on Ava Stammen. Remember, the fouls reset by the quarter, so we're not shooting right away. One foul each. Mesher to Hoying. There's Rose off the screen. Good defense by Annie Hamagarn. They're keeping a close eye on Rose on the perimeter. He's hit the big 2 threes in the third quarter. This is a dogfight here. Nice move there by Mesher. Give the assist to Hoying. Mesher just outran her defender. She worked off several screens. Fort Loramie with the lead. Coach Wisp will call a 30-second timeout. I'd like to thank our sponsors to make this telecast possible. First National Bank, Keyhole Pizza, Precision Strip, NK Telco, Grand Lake Health Systems, Borchers Family Floor Center, Borchers Family Floor Store, Carriage Works, Chiltex LLC, Seisch Ruderman, Dickman Supply, Elmwood Assisted Care, Hometown Opportunity, Hilsman Automotive, Kogi Plumbing and Heating, Lincoln Electric, Minster Bank, New Knoxville Supply, Securicom, Buds Chrysler, Dodge Jeep, Crown Equipment, Shelby County Veteran Services, St. Henry Bank, WCSM Radio. Fine sponsors making this possible, bringing the sights and sounds of great high school basketball. And this has been a dogfight. Fort Loramie led after 4, 13-9. Minster led at halftime by 3. Minster led by 1 going into this quarter. And off the Torah Mesher basket, Fort Loramie now with a 1-point lead. Callie Schmiesian had 8 points in the second quarter with the basketball. Minster with their 3 small guards with Schmiesian, Niemeyer, and Hamagarn. Man-to-man defense by Fort Loramie. Mesher thought about a 3. Lamb loses it. 14th turnover on Minster. Fort Loramie a chance to extend their 1-point lead. Mesher underneath the Summer. Brandewee, tough shot, but she makes it. Big shot there by Avery Brandewee. That's a shot of a good player. When you're a little bit off balance, but you're still able to make that shot. A big one that makes the lead to 3. See if Minster can answer. Mesher in some trouble. Schmiesian misses the 3. Ball on the floor. Jump ball goes to Fort Loramie. Addie Inskeep will enter the game. She'll be playing with 4 fouls with 4:58 to go. Coach Wiss has made the decision. He does a quick huddle with his team, trying to rally his troops. They have really responded after a subpar performance against Marion Local. Playing probably one of the best teams in Division IV right now, just 3 miles down the road. They're rivals from Fort Loramie. We've seen classics through the years, and this is another one of them. Fort Loramie has taken the lead early. They've once again to Mesher. High-low to Mesher. Mesher with 2 baskets. Lead to 5. They lob it down to Inskeep. Blocked by Brandewee. They will call a foul. So Inskeep, who just entered a little bit ago, will go to the line to shoot 2 big free throws. Get the feeling Minster can't afford to let this lead go out any further. Inskeep's had 4 points at halftime. Has been in foul trouble all day. Playing with 4 right now. Buries the first one. Chris Myring in the game. Alex Rose as well. This deep Fort Loramie squad. Second free throw. Misses, and that's her 5th foul. That's a tough break on the long rebound. Inskeep went after the ball, and unfortunately her 5th foul. Well, the leading scorer for Minster will foul out with 4:26 to go. Having sat out most of the second half, she gets a big hand from the Minster faithful. Also some Fort Loramie fans as well. So she will leave the game with 5 points. Full court pressure here by Minster. Kicked out of bounds. 4:26 to go. Minster's biggest lead was 8 late first half. Fort Loramie got it to 3 before halftime. Fort Loramie had a 5-point lead a little bit ago. Jaden Rose. Heitkamp on the wing. Heitkamp on the wing. Good defense, man-to-man defense. Almost tipped. Almost stolen ball on the floor. We'll have a jump ball, alternate possession. We'll give it to the Wildcats. Coach Siegel bringing Victoria Mesher back in the game. Also Avery Brandewie, Skylar Albers. Bringing some of her key performance down for the stretch run. Fort Loramie leads by 4, 3:46 to go in the ball game. Inskeep on the bench, having fouled out for Minster. Mesher. Hemmelgarn on the right side. Kick it over to Niemeyer. Minster needs a bucket here. Larger. Up and under. Can't get it to fall. Rebound Brandewie. Big defensive possession for Minster. Mesher guarding on Mesher. Those two played together on a club team. Tori and Lydia Mesher, they know each other real well. Now matching up at a key point here. Defense by Larger. Timeout by Coach Siegel. It'll be it'll be a 30-second timeout. We'll step aside real quick, be right back here on NK Telco Sports.
New Knoxville Supply Company, the supply source for residential, commercial, and industrial jobs. We specialize in plumbing products from many name brands, electrical products from replacing a light switch to rewiring an entire house, heating, air conditioning, and geothermal products, sheet metal ductwork, installations, and service. We are now housing more inventory, so all the hardware items you need to complete the job are available right away. New Knoxville Supply. Stop in, call, or check us out online at newknoxvillesupply.com.
Coming out is a precision strip timeout. Fort Loramie with the basketball in a 4-point lead. Coach Siegel calling a big timeout. The Redskins have been pushed. They've been tested. Trying to keep their 6-game winning streak alive. Jaden Rose with the basketball. Gives up to Albers. Good job by Albers to get that ball after the tipped. A lot of pressure here and a foul. Foul on Anna Larger, third. 2:27 to go. This will be a dogfight here. Mesher working on Mesher. High camp. Fort Loramie thought about a shot there. Gives it up to Brandewee. Brandewee through the lane. In a little bit of trouble. There's Albers to the hoop, and Skylar Albers draws the foul. It's a fourth foul on Minster. The next one in Fort Loramie will be shooting foul shots. Albers leads the Redskins with 13 points. Mesher with 11. Wildcats, you have Lydia Mesher with 12 and a larger with 11, as Lamb will leave in favor of Annie Hemmelgarn as Minster goes small here. Stolen away by Stahman. Stahman might have traveled. Minster with the ball. Big possession here. See if the Cats can get a basket. 1:45 to go, down by 4. On the wing, it's Schmeezing. It's up to Lydia Mesher. She's been the veteran presence, hitting big shots. Backdoor cut to Schmeezing. In some trouble, knocked it away. It will stay with Minster. Get the feeling this is like a must-score possession here for Minster. As now they go very small. The three guards, Niemeyer in for Stahman. So Niemeyer will inbound it to Hemmelgarn. In some trouble. Niemeyer fakes. Not able to get her shot off. Mesher with the tray. In and out. Rebound goes to Fort Loramie. They had a good look with Mesher. There's Victoria Mesher. There will be a foul, and that will take the Redskins to the foul line. Victoria Mesher on the 5th foul on Minster. Minster has only scored 1 point in this quarter. Victoria Mesher with some big points here in the fourth quarter. 2 big baskets on their first 3 possessions that gave them the lead. We don't have 1-and-1s anymore. We just have 2 shots. She's short on the first one. Fort Loramie not great from the free throw line. They're now 10 of 18 today. Second toss. 5-point lead, 1-11. Minster needs a bucket, a 2 or 3, or to the foul line. Niemeyer trying to find an opening to Hemmelgarn. 1 minute to go. Minster has only scored 1 point in this quarter. Credit the Fort Loramie defense has stepped up. That will go into the backcourt. Good hustle by Jaden Rose. Coach Siegel quickly with a timeout. That'll be a full timeout. We'll step away. We'll be right back with girls basketball on NK Toko Sports.
We are here, and here, and here. Minster Bank is everywhere, providing every banking service that you need to keep your financial life in order. Whether you are on the go or stopping by one of our branches, Minster Bank is here for you. We proudly support the communities where you live. Minster Bank, helping people achieve financial success.
Last 51 seconds on our First National Bank scoreboard after coming out of this precision strip timeout called by Fort Loramie. They have 1 left. Minster has 2 left. It is Fort Loramie ball right in front of their own bench. If you're Minster, you need a quick foul or probably a turnover. This has been a back-and-forth game. Fort Loramie has scored 7 points in this fourth quarter. Minster only 1. Fort Loramie the favorite coming into the night's game. Rose Shot up. Missed there by Albers. Probably not what Coach Siegel wanted there. Stama with the basketball. Chance for Minster. Larger drives through the lane. Rolls it in. Coach Wiss with a timeout. And a larger, a big basket. Cuts the lead to 3. That's a 30-second timeout. NK Toko Sports and its sponsors are pleased to bring you replay of tonight's high school varsity basketball action on NK Toko Cable or an NKT.TV app. On the replay times on channel 152 and 158 are both on the 18th at 6 p.m. Replay times on channel 3 and 503 are December 30th at 10 a.m. and also January 1st at 2 p.m. You can also watch games live on pay-per-view at nktoko.com/sports. More games on demand through YouTube, Facebook, and nktoko.com/sports. Just under 32 seconds to go. It'll be Fort Loramie ball. Minster has cut it within 3 points. Fort Loramie, at this point, you just want to inbound it. At this point, they probably want to inbound it, just play keep away with a 3-point lead. If you're Minster, you're probably going for a quick foul, or you're either going for a steal, and then probably a foul, especially if they get it past half court. It will be a two-shot foul shooting for Fort Loramie. It's Minster already the 5-foul limit. They inbounded to Rose. There's Mesher. She's able to take it across. Tori Mesher's had some big points tonight, and she wants the ball. She will go to the line. 2 free throws. Mesher did not score in the first quarter. She didn't score much until late in the second quarter. She had 1 point until late in the second quarter. She had 4 big points. Right now, she can make this a 2-possession game if she can hit 1 of 2 here. And she misses the first one. Fort Loramie, I think, are 11 of 9. 12 of 20 for the game. There, she misses both of them. Chance for Minster. 20 seconds to go. A 3 will tie. At this point, they probably need to shoot the 3. Hemagarn to the hoop. Shot up out of bounds, and it will stay Minster ball with 8.8 seconds. We'll see if Coach Wiss will call a timeout. No, you will not. Probably want either a quick basket and a timeout or a 3. 8.8 to go. Inbound would be larger. They'll go to Mesher into the backcourt. Down to 7. Down to 6. Mesher to the basket. Layup, timeout, Minster with 1.9 seconds to go. We'll keep it right here. Minster takes their last timeout. They decided to score too quick. Call a timeout. So it'll be on the layup by Lydia Mesher. She now has 14, cuts the lead to 1. 48-47 Fort Loramie. Coach Siegel drawing up a play. Is a full timeout. Coach Wiss will try to they have to really need to steal the ball with 1.9. They're going to put a half second back on. It's really 2.4 is what they'll put on. 2.4, Fort Loramie will inbound it with a 1-point lead. If they're able to get it in and Minster fouls, Fort Loramie can extend the lead, and then Minster has to go the whole way down to try to score. So both these excellent coaches, both being the Hall of Fames. At one time, Coach Wiss already in the Baseball Hall of Fame in Ohio. I'm sure Coach Siegel will be in the Basketball Hall of Fame at some point. It's been a great ball game right now. Fort Loramie the upper hand, but uses the phrase, church ain't out yet. We'll see what happens here. Imagine they have an inbound play they will go with as Brandewie will inbound it. I can see Victoria Mesher might be the person that goes to it. She's tall, athletic. We'll see what happens with 2.4 seconds to go. They'll inbound it. They get it to Rose. She will just catch it and hold on to it. 1.3 seconds to go. Go to the other end. 2 foul shots here by Rose. Rose has 8 points. She had 2 big threes in the third quarter. Hits the first. That makes it 1 point or 2 point game. Rose went with 9, 49-47. Coach Siegel takes all the rebounders away from the lane. Don't want a cheap foul from behind. Second by Rose. Rattles them both home. They'll inbound. Niemeyer will come into the game. Minster needs a 3. Big thing is they need to throw it as far down as they possibly can. Lady Mesher will inbound it. They're down by 3. Mesher will throw it down the court to Schmeezy, and it's knocked away, and that will end the ball game. Great ball game here at Minster. The final score, Fort Loramie wins 50-47 over Minster. Score by quarter, Fort Loramie led after 1, 13-9. Minster led at halftime, 26-23. Minster led after 3, 42-41. And Fort Loramie prevails 50-47. They outscore Minster in the fourth quarter 9-5. Fort Loramie will go to 7-1 on the season, win their 7th in a row. Wildcats fall to 4-3. Individual scoring for both teams. First for the Redskins, they were led by Victoria Mesher and Skylar Albers, both with 13 points apiece. Ariel Heitkamp with 5, Jaden Rose with 10, Carissa Meyer with a free throw, Avery Brandowy with 6, Summer Hoying with 3. So again, for the Redskins, Victoria Mesher and Skylar Albers both with 13 apiece, Jalen Rose with 10, Ariel Heitkamp with 5, Avery Brandowy with 6, Summer Hoying with 1, Carissa Meyer with 1 point. For the Wildcats, they were led by Lydia Mesher with 14 points, Anna Larger with 13. Callie Schmeezian had 8 points, all in the second quarter. Addie Inskeep was plagued by foul trouble. She fouled out with about 4.5 to go. She had 5. Sadie Niemeyer with 3. Annie Hemmegarn with 2. So again for the Wildcats, Lydia Mesher with 14 points. Anna Larger with 13 points. Callie Schmeezian with 8. Addie Inskeep with 5. Sadie Niemeyer with 3. Annie Hemmegarn with 2. Also Kayla Lamb with 2. The Wildcats will be back in action. They will host Jackson Center on Thursday night. We'll have that here on NK Telco Sports. I'll be with Dave Helmstetter. And for Fort Loramie, they will host Fair Lawn on the 21st of Thursday. And on Saturday, they'll travel over to Versailles. So Fort Loramie, 7-1 on the season, 4-0 in the Shelby County League. Minster falls to 4-3, 1-1 in the MAC. Our player of the game, sponsored by NK Telco. Victoria Mesher is going to be our player of the game. 13 points, tie for a team high, and she had some big baskets. Big in the end of the first quarter. She didn't score any in the first quarter. Scored 5 in the second quarter, 2 in the third quarter, and 6 big shots or 6 big points in the fourth quarter. A lot of big defensive plays as well. Victoria Mesher, our player of the game. Well, that'll wrap it up from here. My producer, Austin Ambergy. I'm Dave Kanapke. Thanks for watching on NK Telco Sports.